Ladies and gentlemen, anyone listening to me?
Speak up!
For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Martin, and I'm the very proud father of this beautiful bride.
Woo!
Now, it's my privilege to make the first speech. Well, at least I thought it was a privilege until I realised I'm just a warm-up act for the groom and the best man. So I'll try to be a bit like Ronnie Corbett, short but hopefully entertaining. So I'd like to start by extending a warm welcome on behalf of myself, Becca's mother Gilly and her husband Rico, Ben's parents Peter and Anne, and my wife Trudy. We want to thank you all for joining us in the celebration of marriage for our daughter to Ben. And the pair of them worked really hard over the years trying to get everything ready for today. And I think it's been a beautiful ceremony, and their endeavours have really worked off into the lovely setting we have here. Today is, of course, a celebration not just for the love that has united Becca and Ben in marriage, but also the families and friends that have created, moulded and influenced their lives of these two special people. We are pleased to see so many of you here today, and many miles have been travelled, and in some cases many miles have been travelled, and we thank you for that. We are more than confident you're going to have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Wedding time is a time for happiness and rejoicing with family and friends, gathered to see the happy couple start their new life, but also a time inevitably when our thoughts turn to those many people who have watched them grow, who cannot be here with us today. I'm not going to mention anyone by name, but I'm sure around the room you will know who they are. So I'd be grateful if you could charge your glasses and join me in a toast to absent friends. Absent friends. During the time that we've got to know Ben, we soon realise what a special person he is to Becca, how right they are for one another, and what a kind, caring, thoughtful person. And we all know he's going to make a great husband and son-in-law. Seeing Becca today, he's obviously clearly a man of vision. Occasionally blurred, sometimes double, but nonetheless a man of vision, lucky enough to found my daughter. He's already proved what a great father he is when little Alfie came along 2.5 years ago, and super uncle to my other granddaughter Lydia. So I'd like to formally welcome Ben to the family, even though he seems to be around for absolutely that day. We'd also like to welcome into our fold two lovely people without whom Ben would not be here today. I don't mean the taxi driver or the best man, but I mean his parents, Peter and Anne, who are already great friends. Bex, darling, when I saw you today for the first time, and we shared a little glance together as we walked down the aisle, a moment to our cherished well. It brought tears to my eyes today when I heard you say, "I do," with a smile on your face, without questioning, moaning, asking, "Why?" Suppose. Today has been a real first. Fathers are naturally biased about their daughters, and I am blessed with two gorgeous girls. Laura, of course, is the chief bridesmaid. I'm also lucky enough to have two other people very dear to my heart in Hannah and Tom. Seeing them all here today gives me great pleasure and reinforces the great sense of pride I feel today.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm sure you'll agree that Becca and all the bridesmaids look absolutely gorgeous today. So when preparing this speech, I thought I needed some inspiration. So I was looking through some photographs, the hundreds of photographs that we have. One in particular stood out. It was a picture of a little girl here with her little friends. She was gurgling, she was bubbling, she was trying to take some wobbly steps. She had a little bottle in her hand. Now that's the only picture we have of Becca on her hen night. So it's quite special, and one will keep forever. Now this is the time when fathers are supposed to try and embarrass their daughters about them growing up. So I'm not going to mention the constant running off, the lighting of fires, poking of snakes, or the silly names we used to call her.
Oh God, that's right. We've gone for like 28 years about this, we don't have to talk.
But whilst on holiday one year in France, we went to a local port to watch the fishing boats come in. When the boat stopped, Becca went up to this trawlerman and asked him if she could have a fish. So he gave her a mackerel. She was delighted, but this fish was on its last legs and looked a bit sad. So she announced she was going to call this fish Marvin. As I say, it looked a bit sad, so she said, "I'm going to give him the kiss of life." She was sat there on the port with this fish in her mouth. She wouldn't let anyone take it from her and carried it around in a bag all morning. That night when we were putting the girls to bed, we noticed a strong fishy smell coming from Becca. We thought she'd had an accident. I said, "Becca, are you okay?" She said, "No, it's not me, it is Marvin." And there, wrapped in her little blankie, on her pillow, was Marvin. Okay. Now, the other girls have teddies lined up on their bed, but Becca, of course, had to have a bloody mackerel. I do, however, remember one special day when she nearly killed us both. She said to me one Sunday afternoon, "Daddy, could you help me with my driving?" So I said, "Okay, Bex, we can go and have an hour or so." So, as we're getting into the car, I said, "Now this car is a little bit more powerful than the one we normally used to. So let's take it nice and easy." And obviously off we went and everything was fine. We then decided we were going to go down the A27, which is a dual carriageway. So Becca then really goes onto the dual carriageway, absolutely wonderful. After about 150 yards, 200 yards, she said to me, "Dad, this woman's going very slow." And before I could say anything, she indicated into the outside lane. She's tearing along. I said, "Bex, you're doing 70 miles an hour. Do you think we could go into third gear, please?" Anyway, as we're approaching a busy roundabout near Sainsbury's on the A27, if anyone knows it, we were trundling along, and I said to her, "Bex, you're going quite quickly. Do you think we could slow down, please?" I said, "Becca, slow down, please." "Becca, you're going far too fast. Brake! For God's sake, brake!" And as we approached the roundabout, we shot across this roundabout. And there were screams of horns and tyres screeching. I closed my eyes. Anyway, as I opened them, she was going, "Suckers." Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with any more lengthy pieces of paternal advice regarding marriage and life together. This world is entirely yours, and only you can determine the rules. Neither of you will ever be perfect, but you can be a perfect match for each other. A successful marriage is not necessarily about finding a person you can live with, but finding someone you can't live without. And I know you find that in each other. As a wise man once said, a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always to the same person. Now it's my pleasant duty to propose a toast to the happy couple, and I'm sure that everyone will want to join me in raising your glasses in a toast to a long, happy and healthy future filled together with the sounds of laughter. So here's to the past of all you've learned, here's to the present of all that you share, and here's to the future of all you look forward to. So ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding, raise your glasses to the bride and groom. I give you Becca and Ben, and you as Mrs. Krum.
Oh.